Hello, people! This is your host and host Kranti once again back with another new What If, and this is What If? Oh boy, aka Izuku Midoriya, the one and only Deku, was Dragon Part-3. So in the last part, Deku just got into UA High. He still hasn't started his school, and Bakugo's like, man, why are you so infuriatingly strong like this? So after that, like, debacle, in this timeline, Deku and Bakugo, they're gonna go to the UA High like school at the same time together. What will happen is, just like Deku, he's gonna like oversleep because he has a tendency, like he has a tendency to nap. So he's gonna like sleep, like oversleep himself, and Bakugo is gonna be like, get your ass out of your bed, and Deku's like, Bakugo, why are you so annoying? Why are you bothering me, man? Bakugo's like, well, you're gonna be late for school. We're gonna be late for school. I'm not gonna go to the school without you, after all. And Deku says, Bakugo, you're such a good friend. You're like my brother. And Bakugo like rages out and like, I'm no brother of yours. I'm not even your friend. I'm your rival. I'm the guy who's gonna beat you someday. And Deku is like, yeah, sure. We will see. Okay. And after that, what happens is, like, Deku and Bakugo, they both go to the school. As they go to the school, everybody's like, whoa, these guys, and there's like these guys are the strongest, like the first and the second most strongest guys. And Bakugo is like, well, I'm not even like 10% of the strength. I don't even have the 10% of the strength that this monster right here has. Everybody's like, what? And people are like scared, and people are saying like, he's probably stronger than like some of the pro heroes. And Deku says, I'm stronger than all. After all, I am the Storm Dragon. And he gives a thumbs up like, ching. And everybody's like, oh, that guy's weird. And Uraka comes to Deku and is like, thank you for saving me that day. Thank you for helping me. And Deku says, it's not a problem. When people need saving, you have to save people. That's the point of heroism, is it not? And Ida is like, oh, you're the greatest ever. And like Kirishima is in the background, oh, that's so manly, bro. That's so manly. And he cries the manly tears, and everybody's like literally simping for like Deku's attention. And after that, Deku, just Aizawa comes and like, so finally you guys stop. It took you like 10 seconds for all of you to stop. Finally you guys stopped. Okay, let's meet me back in the playgrounds. We're gonna do some test. And everybody says like, test? But what about orientation? And then after that he says, well, heroes don't get to do orientation because heroes has to jump into action anytime and any moment they are required to do. So think, if you want to be a hero, you can't complain, and you just have to comply and do it. And Deku says, well, will there be food? And Aizawa is like, what do you mean by will there be food? And Deku is like, well, I'm kind of hungry. I already ate all of my snack. Will there be food, Teach? And like Aizawa is like, if you talk to me like this again, I'm gonna expel you. And Deku is like, I just asked for food. Tell you what, if I become like first in every one of your tests, you will treat me with barbecue. And I was just like, yeah, sure, kid. You're gonna become first in every competition. And Deku says, yeah, let's have a bet. Let's have a wager. And Aizawa is like, yeah, sure, kid. If you become first in every competition, I'm gonna not only just take you into the barbecue, I'm gonna take the whole entire class to the barbecue joint. And Aizawa is like, and Deku is like, yo guys, barbecue on me today. And everybody's like, what the hell? Like, why is he so casual with everyone? Like, what is wrong with him? Baku is like, he's always been like this. Just like, go on and do your stuff. He's not gonna change. You just have to change according to him. And the competition starts. First, the ball throw. Deku obviously got the highest score, so he gets the ball throw. And Aizawa says, throw as hard as you can. Deku is like, hard. Like, if I throw it out of the planet, would it work? And Aizawa is like, out of the planet, you mean? Like, yeah, I can throw it. And he just like uses his like wings and flies upward, and he's like, okay, how about I throw it now? And Aizawa is like, well, you can't fly. Well, then Deku says, well, if I throw it from the earth, the school playground will be destroyed. And I was like, get your ass down and throw it from the position that I showed you. And Deku is like, well, something happens, you're gonna have to pay for the repairment. I won't be. And Deku, I was like, yeah, let's see what we'll do. And after that, Deku just uses Iron Claw, like Storm Dragon, Thunderous Iron Claw, and he just like chucks the ball so hard it goes to Saturn. It doesn't even like, not even like, it just goes to Saturn and creates like a gigantic crater, because it literally, like, imagine the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Yeah, it's kind of like that impact, but on Saturn. I mean, if it went through Jupiter, then Jupiter's being a gas giant, it wouldn't affect. But Saturn, that's a big planet, so it would affect, and it's gonna break like Saturn's like orbital ring. And if you know little bit of astrology, you know Saturn has an orbital ring. So yeah, it's gonna break that, and people are gonna be like, what the hell happened? It's like, and Aizawa just like watches the monitor, and it's like infinity. And after that, Deku says, well, there are some satellites there, yeah? Let's like try to see if what the satellite like try to contact with the satellite, and let's see where it went. And we just like, Aizawa just connects with the International Space Station, and International Space Stations take the image, and whoa, it just created like a humongous crater in Saturn. And everybody's like, what the fuck, who is this guy? Like, he can throw stuff out of this like planet to Saturn. Like, who the hell is this guy? And I was like, what are you, like, what like, everybody's like, Nani, like multiplied by infinity, because come on, like, if you throw ball to Saturn, everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck? After that comes the grip test strength, and Deku is like, I'm not gonna even use my hand, I'm gonna use my tail. And there's like a dragon tail comes out of his like lower back, and he just like uses the tail and he breaks it. And after that, I was like, you have tail? And Ochako, that guy with the tail, is like, whoa, he has a stronger tail than me. He just made me useless in matter of seconds. I'm like, yeah, if you want, I can do it with my pinky. I'm like, what do you mean by pinky? Deku just like uses his dragon pinky and like breaks another like one of those great grip strength machine, and it gets like the machine just breaks. His strength is unmeasurable. After that comes the speed. Deku just like flies. He just clears it in 1 nanosecond. I mean, come on, it's Beldora Tempest. I mean, you can't go against Beldora Tempest and win. Ida is like as soon as his start, Ida, before he firing up his own engine, Deku just like went there, and Deku is like up, done, and everybody's thinking like, did he use some kind of teleportation? Does he have a teleportation cork too? No, Deku says, no, I just float. And Deku says, and Aizawa says, what, how? So it's like, yeah, you guys have cameras, yeah? And like zoom it into like several like pixels, like zoom into like 10,000 times of the normal speed, and this is like he's just flying, and like he's just like jumping, then taking a flight. Like he just jumped, and then like with one jump he lifted up, and then he took a flight, and he's just like push, just like a sonic boom, and there's like all the windows in the school, they're just all destroyed because of like around the windows, because of he created like a ginormous sonic boom. And there is also like it was so fast, the sand particle like on the ground became overheated and literally became glass. It was that fast. And it was like, what the fuck, like Deku, and as the way it was supposed to be, Deku just became like number one at every test. He gets like the highest possible score in every test, and Deku comes to Aizawa and says like, oh sensei, what about barbecue? And Aizawa is like, oh fuck, I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough for this at all. And he just like takes the whole class to the barbecue, and they just eat, and Deku just like literally like finishes all the stocks of the same restaurant, and they have to like take more food from this other restaurants. And Aizawa is like, all my savings are done in matter of hours. I'm never ever messing with this kid again. It's gonna make me broke. And after that, Deku, after having like a ginormous like eating feast, like he just devoured almost like 30 people's portions in one go. And after that he's like, Bakugo-chan, we should go for some sweets, yeah? And Bakugo is like, how many more can you eat? Like, I'm surprised, why doesn't your like stomach burst open? And after that, Deku says, well, the reason why I'm strong is because I eat a lot of meat and protein and vegetable and vitamins. That's why I'm strong. And everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? This guy is like extremely strong, and this guy like so out of touch, and he acts like a toddler, yet nobody wants to mess with him because he's just that strong. So after that, the next day, All Might comes and is like, hello, I am here. Let's have hero versus villain like practical exam where one group will be the heroes and one group will be villains. And like Aizawa, before All Might started the class, Aizawa says like, look, this kid is too powerful. No other student, even the third years, can't stand the chance against him. I'm like 90% sure even some of the pro heroes wouldn't be able to stand a chance against him. All Might, I think you're probably the only person who will be able to like test him properly, test his abilities. So All Might is like, well, I'm gonna be the villain and you're gonna be the hero, because Aizawa already told me about your strength. Ha ha ha, young Midoriya. Let's see. How, and plus I also witnessed your strength little bit. And everybody's like, you met All Might before school started? I'm like, yeah, I met him under a bridge, and I was just like eating chips and reading manga, and it was like he talked it like meeting All Might is such a glorious event for everybody, and he's like talking it like a very chill way, and everybody's like, what the, like, who is this guy? Like, what is this guy? what is wrong with this guy? Why does he behave like this? And it was like, yeah, it was kind of cool. And after that, Deku just goes and like All Might fights, and Deku's like, so I have to beat you, or I have to sneak past you and capture the bomb, yeah? And All Might says, correct, young Midoriya. You have to either you have to like intercept me and beat me, then, or you have to sneak past me. Your target is to save the civilians and capture the bomb. And Deku is like, okay, let's see what we can do. After that, Deku just like rushes to All Might and is like, you should plan ahead, young Midoriya. Deku is like, I don't need to. And he just like goes to him. He just like gives him like a punch, like Storm Dragon, Thunderous Punch. And he just like gives like a punch, and All Might is like literally blown away from the building where the institution was, and he just broke through several other buildings and like landed on another area. And he's like, what the hell happened? And like he's unconscious, and in the monitor everybody can see, and everybody's like, what? He's like All Might is not here. And Deku's like, yeah, I punched him hard and he landed here. He went 5 buildings away from here. Go fetch him, will ya? And he touched the bomb, and after that he's like goes to the like civilian hardboard cutout thingy, and he's like, now you're all okay, shing, and he gives a thumbs up. And after that he starts to like drink juice from his like utility belt. His utility belt is essentially filled with snacks, sweets and drinks, and he just like pops up in a Coke, and he's drinking it, and it's like going through it, and like, oh. And after that he asks Bakugo like, hey Bakugo-chan, do you have my backpack? And it's like, yeah I do. Like, oh, well, show me the newest edition of like Black Clover. Okay, yeah, Black Clover. I want to read some Black Clover. Everybody's like, so he's reading manga now? Baku's like, yeah, you'll get used to it. He's just a freak of nature. He's just a force of nature. Like nobody can like beat him, not even All Might, as you just saw. And after that, Deku just goes and he's like, I'm just gonna like read and take a nap. And he just proceeds to read the manga and eat some snacks, and he falls asleep and he takes a nap. And meanwhile, everybody like Nezu, Aizawa and other like Midnight and Cementos, other like senseis from the UA High goes to this building in the direction Izuku like pointed out, and finds out like Small Might like completely like his jaw is like Small Might form, and he's like completely unconscious. And everybody's like, what? Like, and all like recovery girl comes here and like fixes him up, and he says like, what happened? Like, what happened? Oh, are you okay, All Might? And like All Might says like, I have to stop Midoriya. And Aizawa says like, you can't, because he already won. All Might, he beat you with one punch, and you're 5 buildings away from the test ground. All Might sees the craters which formed in like the other buildings, and he's like, that kid, only that kid will be able to beat All for One. I mean, I don't like One for All doesn't have to exist. That kid will be the one to beat All for One. So after that, after that he tells Nezu, we have to make sure that he's on our side. If he's not on our side, Hero Society or society as itself is screwed. We can never ever let him go to the side of the villains, because if he goes to the villain side, we're screwed as hell. And after that, this is where I'm gonna leave off. Part 3. What if Deku was a dragon? Okay, before I go, check out my other what ifs. And if you like this one, please comment, like, share, and share this with your friends, and like subscribe to my channel. There are other stuff in my channel too. I make musics, sometimes memes too, I like them, and what ifs in general too. Check them out, you might like them. And please do stay with me and subscribe and leave a comment and give me suggestion for another new what if ideas. Okay, this is your host and host Kranti once again saying tada, bye bye, signing off. And remember this: sharing is caring. Subscribing means you just love me. Bye bye.